So in this video, we will talk about what it takes to be a network engineer. I've been a network engineer for all of my life, now an architect, but what has helped me personally in my profession is the lab, and mostly the virtual lab, because in the virtual lab you don't need the equipment. So if you can spend the time building a lab, virtual lab, and now it's so easy because you got the VirtualBox and you got the open source software, which is a huge blessing to become a professional network engineer. And I can say without any exaggeration that my skill set has been ahead of a lot of people just because I focus on learning using my lab, virtual lab. And as long as you can play with open source, download the software, spend the time to configure them, learn the new concepts of network engineering, you can get a router free, which is Vios that I use most of the time. You can get a switch, which I use Arista's Lab switch, and firewall, which is also available as a feature in Vios or Vios, whatever you want to call it. But there is load balancers, there is firewalls, HTTP servers, there are Linux servers, there are everything that you can possibly use and build in your lab to emulate a network and work on designs. You know, the thing that you need to understand is, how does a network design look like? What is a campus design look like? What is a data center design look like? What is a cloud look like? And what role does a switch plays? What role does a router plays? What role does a firewall plays? A load balancer? All of this concepts and features that are there, advanced features like VXLANs and Anycast and load balancing, and most of the software like Netscaler, you can download Netscaler load balancer for trial purposes. Most of these vendor softwares like Netscaler and others, you can download them from their website for trial purposes. So I cannot emphasize enough that if you want to be a serious network engineer and architect, you spending the time to build the virtual lab is definitely worth it. And there's so many opportunities out there that are currently network engineering opportunities. And since the internet and all the network, campus network or enterprise networks is all network, comprised of routers and switches and firewalls, you gotta spend the time to build this and be patient and learn and document and take notes so that you can refer back. Personally, it has helped me tremendously. I cannot emphasize enough that it has helped me stay ahead of the game, just because I was spending a lot of time learning the concepts in the lab, and it's so easy to do it now. Hopefully this is helpful.